One man, loved by some, hated by others, but impossible to ignore. A businessman, a television personality, and ultimately, the President of the United States. This is the story of Donald Trump, a journey from a young boy with ambition to the most powerful office in America. Donald John Trump was born on June 14, 1946 in New York City, in the borough of Queens. His father, Fred Trump, was a successful real estate developer who built housing for middle-income families and established a strong business foundation. His mother, Mary Ann MacLeod Trump, was an immigrant from Scotland. Although the family was financially stable, discipline and hard work were core values in their household. As a child, Trump was energetic, stubborn, and often difficult to control. He frequently got into trouble at school and showed a rebellious attitude. Recognizing the need for structure, his father made a tough decision. At the age of 13, Trump was sent to the New York Military Academy. The strict environment with its discipline and routine was challenging at first, but over time it began to shape him. At the academy, Trump learned discipline, leadership, and the importance of competition. He performed well not only academically but also in sports and extracurricular activities. Gradually, he emerged as a leader among his peers. It was here that his desire to win and stand out became more defined. After completing his schooling, Trump enrolled at Fordham University. However, his ambitions pushed him further. After 2 years, he transferred to the University of Pennsylvania, specifically the Wharton School, where he studied economics and business. He graduated in 1968. During his college years, Trump was already gaining hands-on experience by working alongside his father. From Fred Trump, he learned the fundamentals of real estate, how to identify opportunities, manage properties, and make profitable deals. More importantly, he learned to think big and take calculated risks. After graduation, Trump officially joined the family business. But he had bigger ambitions. While his father focused on Queens and Brooklyn, Trump set his sights on Manhattan, the heart of big business, luxury, and opportunity. He believed that if he wanted to make a name for himself, he had to succeed on a much larger stage. In the 1970s, Trump began pursuing projects in Manhattan. His first major breakthrough came with the redevelopment of the Commodore Hotel. Many believed the project was too risky and unlikely to succeed. However, Trump negotiated with government officials and investors, securing deals that made the project possible. The hotel was transformed into the Grand Hyatt Hotel, marking his arrival as a serious player in New York's real estate scene. Following this success, Trump took on even bigger ventures. In 1983, he completed Trump Tower, a luxurious skyscraper that quickly became a symbol of wealth and status. This project elevated his brand and made his name widely recognized. He was no longer just a businessman. He was becoming a public figure. However, success did not come without setbacks. In the 1990s, Trump faced significant financial difficulties. Several of his businesses struggled, and he found himself dealing with massive debt. Critics predicted the end of his career, but Trump did not give up. Through restructuring and persistence, he gradually rebuilt his financial standing and returned to the spotlight. In the 2000s, Trump entered a new phase of fame through television. His reality show, The Apprentice, became extremely popular. On the show, he evaluated contestants in business challenges and eliminated them with his famous phrase, "You're fired." The show introduced him to a new generation and significantly boosted his public image. With success in both business and media, Trump turned his attention to politics. Although he had shown interest before, it was in 2015 that he officially announced his candidacy for President of the United States. Many people initially dismissed his campaign, believing it to be more about publicity than serious politics. But Trump's approach was different. He spoke in a direct and often controversial manner that resonated with many voters. His slogan, "Make America Great Again," quickly gained traction. He focused on issues like immigration, the economy, and national security, positioning himself as an outsider ready to challenge the political establishment. In the 2016 presidential election, Trump faced Hillary Clinton. Most polls and analysts predicted a victory for Clinton. However, the outcome surprised the world. Donald Trump won the Electoral College and became the 45th President of the United States. It was a historic moment. Someone with no prior political office had risen to the highest position in the country. His presidency was marked by both strong support and intense criticism. His policies and decisions sparked debates across the nation and around the world. One of his early major actions was implementing stricter immigration policies, including travel restrictions on several countries. These decisions created both support and controversy globally. In terms of the economy, Trump introduced tax cuts, especially reducing corporate taxes to encourage business growth. Supporters argued that this strengthened the economy and increased jobs, while critics believed it widened economic inequality. In foreign policy, Trump took unconventional steps. He held historic meetings with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. He also criticized alliances like NATO and engaged in trade conflicts with China. In 2019, Trump faced impeachment by the U.S. House of Representatives on charges of abuse of power. However, he was acquitted by the U.S. Senate. Then came one of the biggest global crises, the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020. His administration's response became a major topic of debate across the nation. Later that year, Trump ran for re-election against Joe Biden. This time, the results were different. Joe Biden won the election, and Trump lost his bid for a second term. However, Trump challenged the election results, claiming irregularities and pursuing legal battles. On January 6, 2021, a shocking event took place at the United States Capitol, where a group of his supporters stormed the building. This incident became one of the most controversial moments in modern American history. Following this, Trump was impeached for a second time, making him the only U.S. president to be impeached twice. Even after leaving office, Trump remained a powerful and influential figure in American politics. He continued holding rallies, making statements, and hinting at future political ambitions. Donald Trump's life is a story of constant sangharsh: business, media, and politics. He faced failures, criticism, and challenges, yet he never stopped pushing forward. He rebuilt himself multiple times. He took risks when others hesitated, and he always believed in his own vision. This is why his story is not just about becoming president, it is about mindset. It is about confidence, resilience, and bold decision-making. From a rebellious child to a disciplined student, from an ambitious businessman to the President of the United States, his journey was anything but ordinary. He may be controversial, he may be criticized. But one thing is certain, he is unforgettable. And perhaps that is the most powerful lesson of all. Believe in yourself. Take risks. Stand firm in the face of criticism, and never, ever give up. Because sometimes the most unlikely journeys lead to the most extraordinary destinations.